I haven't made a video in a real long while. But that's because I got my wisdom teeth out and they took forever to heal. And I'm gonna make a video about that and put the clips from when I was on the laughing gas in the video, but I'm just waiting on my fucking mother to send me the clips. So in this video, I'm going to be doing my top 10 pet peeves. These aren't necessarily my top 10 pet peeves, but they're the ones that I could think of right now. So I wrote them all down in my journal. This is my diary and my food diary. Lots of shit in here, lots of good shit in here. So let's get right down to business, shall we? When people get mad at me for swearing, I fucking hate that. Because, first of all, swearing to me is like breathing. So try to tell me not to fucking breathe. Like, I had to stop that because I said a very, very, very bad word that I'm not gonna say. It's worse than the F word. I hate it when people tell me not to swear because it's not that big of a deal. And it's not a big deal. Number 2, when someone tells me I look sick or too skinny. Fuck me. Just leave me alone. Don't say anything. That's the worst thing. Like, I have said to myself, and nobody said to me since I said this, but the next person that says that to me, I'm going to say, you look fucking too fat. I'm going to say, you look too fat. And you look sick because you're too fat. Because it's the same thing. And calling somebody fat is awful. And so is calling someone too skinny. So just fuck right off. I've been small my whole life, and my whole life I've heard that I'm too skinny. The Lord made me this way. Number 3, when people look down on me for smoking weed. It bothers me so fucking much because, first of all, everybody that looks down on me for smoking weed drinks alcohol like a fucking baby kitten drinking the mother's nipple. Fuck. So I swear. And alcohol is so much worse for you. It kills your liver. It's bad for your brain. Makes you depressed. And I know weed isn't the best for everybody, but fuck, it helps a lot of people. People with cancer eat edibles to help with the pain. Like, that's gotta be, like, that's nuts. So don't look down on people for smoking weed. It's from the fucking ground. It's a fucking plant. Just relax. Maybe you need some. Number 5. Number 4. When I smoke and right after someone says you stink. This happens all the time. Mostly the people in my family. And I love everybody in my family, obviously, but like, I'm gonna follow you to the bathroom, and right after you take a shit, I'm gonna follow you around and say, you stink. You stink. Why do you stink? Like, fuck. Like, weed has a very strong smell. So obviously it smells directly after, like, right after I smoke, it's gonna smell. So yeah, I don't like that. Okay, this one's a big one. Number 5. When people don't like being called cute. How can you not like being called cute? First of all. Second of all, take a fucking compliment when you're given one. You friggin' brat. Seriously, I don't know how people don't like being called cute. It's the best. It's my favorite compliment. My favorite thing to be called. It's the best. I don't know. I think it's rude to, like, if someone calls you cute, to be like, nah, I hate that. Like, take a fucking compliment. Might not get any more. That one's a big one. I just think people are way too far up their own assholes. When people take my food. And this isn't just like when everybody hates when people take their food. I hate it. It's rude and it's disrespectful and it's ignorant. Like, it's fucking rude. My dad always does it. He takes my candy. He takes my candy. And he's finally stopping because I have this whiny voice. And I use it when I get really upset and angry, especially when people take my food. And like anybody who's heard it hates it because it's an awful screechy sounding voice, but I'm gonna make that fucking voice until you give me my food back. And I'm finally better with my food now. Like, I'm hungry as a motherfucker, but like since I was like 16, I've never been hungry. So when I get hungry, I want to eat it all, like until I'm full. If I'm full and I say you can have the rest, go fucking ahead, but until then, keep your dirty fucking paws off my food. Number 7. This one's a big one too. When people are rude with the elevator. And by that I mean, like, if you walk up to the elevator and it opens and there's people on it, you wait until those people get off before you fucking barge yourself in there. And if you're the last one that gets to the elevator, you don't go in before everybody else who is there. You fucking... And the same with when you get into the elevator. If you were the last one that got into the elevator, you should probably be the last one to leave, especially if you're at the back. Like, the people at the back are the last ones to leave. I know so many people who just fucking walk right in. Like, fuck me. I think it's so rude. Were you raised in a barn? And number 8 is when people make me feel bad about my problems. So by that I mean, like, you know, the problems. For example, I'm getting a lot better now, but I used to have a lot of issues with, like, driving the car by myself or going into any stores by myself. And a lot of people don't understand, and they're really not caring to it. Like, so many people have made fun of me for not being able to go into a store by myself. Like, fucking, I'm sorry. I am sorry. It's just awful. And, like, it makes you feel like shit. Because you don't want to not be able to go into a store by yourself. You want to be able to be normal. But fuck, still, if I see somebody and they're laughing, I'm like, oh my god, they're laughing at me. And same if I see people talking and they look at me once, I'm like, oh, talking about me. Fuck. It's not fun. But it's getting a lot better. I'm starting to just not care. But yeah, when it was bad, it was not fun to be made fun of for that. Number 9 is when people take their bad moods out on me. And I don't mean just like take their bad moods out. I mean like completely change their selves. Like, for example, like if you know somebody's in a good mood, like, fuck, okay, so when you have to wait until someone's in a good mood to ask them something because you know if they're in a bad mood, they're gonna say no. Why do you have to change your answer just because you're in a bad mood? Like, does that, like, are you a different person now? I probably do it too, but fuck, it bothers the shit out of me. Why change your answer just because you're grumpy? Last one is kind of silly, but it's a major one. So it's when Jack cries outside the bathroom door while I'm having a shower. And I don't mean like a nice little cat cry. I mean a fucking screech squawk. And it goes on. It's... he waits until I'm in the shower to come to the door, because if he comes to the door before I get in, I let him in to save myself crying in the shower because he won't shut the fuck up. I love my cat so much, but Jack is so needy. He doesn't like you to be in a room alone. Like, he doesn't like people to close their doors or anything. So, like, for example, I had like a 15-minute shower the other day, and he sat outside the door crying the whole time. He started when I got in and didn't stop until I was out and dried off enough to open the door. It was awful. I was crying. I truly just felt like one of those mothers that has to hide in the bathroom because they can't get away from their kids, but their kids are like peeking under the door and stuff. Like, that's my life with cats. Like, fuck, I was having a really bad day too, so I just wanted to have a nice, like, hot, peaceful shower, and by the end of it, I was screaming. So yeah, those are my top 10 pet peeves. Probably not, though, just the ones I could think of right now. I'm gonna make one soon, though, with my wisdom teeth, because it was fucking hilarious, and it was fun.
And I think everybody will enjoy watching
Hope
it.
everybody has a great Saturday night.